Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! We are back!
Yeah, I'm back too.
Wow.
Alright, among
Yes.
these side quests, quite a lot of these are actually kind of like, character stuff, so we will be watching, like, a lot of them. Starting with Joshua's, because we have to do this to get Jill.
Clive. Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
Okay, not a thing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it. His will.
Took him long enough.
Yeah.
Where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
It was just a picture of a butt.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but...
Said, please kiss here.
Would you join me?
It was addressed to Mother.
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do. Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
You opened someone else's mail?
Dear-
Triple S rank Hunt, the Postmaster General.
Dear Annabelle, if you're reading this, there's a man behind you with a knife. Suck it.
The knife or the man?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, let's go look at our dad's will.
Woo! So is this going to be all talky, or is there going to be Dewey? I guess we're talking.
Yeah.
I just, you know, if I wouldn't want to launch into a story at a stupid time.
I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
It sucked.
You found a letter
We should
from
probably
Father.
talk over this bit.
Yes, I have it.
Well, I mean, is he going to say what's in a letter? Probably important, right?
Maybe.
This isn't a letter. This is a potato. Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Should I read it?
Sure.
Yeah. My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family except your mom. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one, except your mom, might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so, unlike your mom. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you, and
Your
not
mom doesn't.
your father, Dad.
Alright, so he wasn't that woke if he's calling other people savages, but...
Yeah.
An inheritance. It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing. The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted
He said,
them to
don't
the
let
predecessor
anyone punch the throne, no matter what.
of the Burning Quill.
If you punch the throne, it sets off a mechanism that will explode the planet in 7 years.
Of bearers is their
Oh, fuck.
I gotta go put that throne back.
Did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival. He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals, to see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime. But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of
Your mom.
less benevolent personages at court.
Look, we know you're talking about our mom. You can say it.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Yeah, we can't just have all these people get together
Yeah.
for this shit. We need them all spread out so you can take a healthy walk in between.
Did you get sausages?
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sausages!
Hello, Cyril's guest. Oh, hi.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
Yeah.
I am Godfrey, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain what exactly is the gift you bring?
As
Game
I'm
Gear
sure you
Micros.
know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live.
I'm aware of
The
that.
deed was taken from us even
we
before
might
it
have
could be
been there.
completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with
Especially
which the man
Joshua.
was to be finished himself, but it was not to be,
He really got ahead of the situation.
and his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you.
You're lucky I wasn't there, otherwise
It was
heads
your
would have
father's
rolled.
wish that you be presented with the
But it's
finished
okay.
articles, not these.
He stood head and
Works
shoulders above the
His
rest of
grace
them.
long since gone. You are grown men now. And while I would
Especially
not
Dad.
presume to insist, I know that nothing.
Thank you. What say you, Clive? What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do.
It's made by Blizzard.
It is found in the bellies of elder
Beware.
griffins. You see, we do at least know where to find one.
A certain
You are most in fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
It's a good thing it didn't die of old age.
Yeah, how long
It's been
did these things
18
live?
years.
Joshua. What else?
This lady had to stalk this fucking thing.
Oh, by the way, it only grows stronger with age. When a griffin hits, however old it was back then, plus 18, it becomes lethal on an unimaginable level. It sneezes and cities get destroyed.
Don't even look at it.
If you look at it, you die.
If you imagine it, you die.
If you fight those revenants, you die.
What do they have to do with it?
Nothing. You just die.
Oh,
Heal, Joshua.
that's unfortunate.
There it is.
Want the item.
Ambrosia stuck with you until you got the item.
What the shit? Yeah! Gotcha, bitch. Thank you for holding still.
Anyone get the number of that Rossfield?
Ow.
Flash of steel.
Whatever.
Lately, I've been really into retro PC stuff again.
Yeah.
Set up this whole thing in DOSBox to have like Windows 3.1 and like play MIDIs on it and stuff. Because I don't have an actual machine yet that has Windows 3.1.
Yeah.
Right now, the only retro machine I have is the Windows 98 box.
Yeah. I was playing SimCity 3000 on it last night. I played it for a good long time.
Yeah, I was really happy to see you use that PC.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun playing that.
I just like went off and like worked on my Gunpla and stuff.
Yeah.
The infamous rail grade Unicorn Banshee Norn.
Ow.
But I've also just been kind of, I've wanted to just have like a bunch of like little things to play when I don't have anything else to do. So, just been getting a bunch of these old DOS games to play on DOSBox on the laptop when I'm downstairs. It's kind of fun how much stuff there is that like I've never even like heard of before, because you know anyone could make a video game for PC. And I really like these like early VGA games, because it's kind of like all of a sudden you have like so many colors and no one really knew how to use them yet. So it's got this really particular vibe where everything looks like everything looks very shiny, because people were like, oh my god, I can have shading now? And they hadn't quite figured out how to make it look, you know, realistically textured yet. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's just cool that there's like these websites that just archive all these old DOS games, you know, the shareware era. It's also really funny to see that, you know, you got some games that are like, oh, the creator eventually said, like, this is free now because who the hell cares? Who's going to pay me money for this now?
Yeah. Like,
And,
you know, say what you will about Blizzard, but like I think the first 2 Warcraft games, you go onto their website and you get them.
yeah.
Now, if you want Warcraft 3, fuck you.
And you know, I would argue that a lot of these games are still worth some money.
Yeah.
But, you know, if someone's going to be like, this is free now because I'm cool with this, then I'm like, sure. But then there's games where it's like, oh, you can still buy this on GOG, for example.
Yeah.
Or games where it's just like, yeah, this has never been like, you know, like released freely or like re-released or anything. So it's just still just like you would have to track down a copy, and the only legal thing we can give you is this demo of this game from like 30 years ago. And some are still just sold at like, you know, like normal prices. Like, there's this one hokey ass game I love called Billy the Kid Returns.
Yeah.
You can still buy that for $20 from the developer's website.
That's awesome.
Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion, and the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the
Dad
task
didn't
he
know the half of
entrusted
it.
you.
You freaking fused.
But this was more than just a message. It was a promise.
Oh, Alcazar played Billy the Kid Returns on a demo disc as a kid.
Thank you. Lady
By the way, I
Gauthier.
tried to download the disc that you sent me the archive link for, but I couldn't get it to work. It's like some weird format, like the ISO is like weird. I couldn't figure it out.
Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle.
What a
It
bitch.
was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Badass
Yet
woman.
my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing.
Oh, so she was just banking on it dropping dead.
Until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered.
Lady Gauthier, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
But seriously,
As do I.
It was just a fucking armband. You didn't need to do all that.
For coming back to us.
The bands.
Excuses for there's a creaky chair. I can't help it. If I don't creak the chair, my ass falls asleep.
And we thank you. If you would permit me to let him see that you have... I suppose it would be churlish. What do you say, Clive?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm.
It's me,
shone
Ezio.
Since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father...
Thank you, Cyril.
Okay, bye.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep.
I'm back. How did you enjoy my dimension?
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain.
Look, Clive, it's just us. You can say it's Mom.
And she's dead.
What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped.
Wee. Oh,
Knowing he was with us would have made
well, that's annoying. Would have been really cool to jump down there.
Just back there.
Just gotta glide like Knuckles. Did you see the trailer for the Knuckles show?
I did not.
It's very silly.
Perfect. I love that we're getting Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles.
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
I legit can't believe no one ever stole that
Until
helmet.
that night at Phoenix Gate that I
The Undying probably had, like, ninja assassins watching it 24/7.
anything.
Are you on helmet duty tonight?
I always had
Yeah.
someone else to do the fighting for me.
I mean, it's easy work. Nobody comes up. If they do, just push them off the cliff. I never see it coming.
They just put a mechanism on it that if you lift the helmet, just like a big boxing glove comes out and then boing.
He was the greatest of men. I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
Woof. Is that a boxing glove?
We all have, Clive. We all have.
What was that clicking noise just now?
Trying. Because that's what he...
Doing! They just both go flying.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Hey, does that say L is real? Was that ghosts? You better watch out for ghosts.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Bing! Bing!
It's the quest that goes bing. Bing! I need to borrow this, Father. Clive, here, keep it in your bedroom. I don't want to keep it. There we go.
Yeah, we have Joshua in the party now.
I think that means we can reacquire Jill.
Which is what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Ah, yeah, we can.
Jill, 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 Jill. There's quite a bit of music in this game that like almost sounds like FF14. Like Soken was just like, I'm just gonna purposely halfway slip these motifs in to fuck with people.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
But where's the Gav quest?
There is one. And it's funny.
Yeah,
As you'd
but
expect.
one that puts Gav in your endgame party.
We don't have one. Only Josh and Jill. They're the one I'm bummed about is I'm like, oh man, we never actually get to see Dion fight in like non-icon combat in the game.
Joshua,
Oh, he was flipping around in that cutscene.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right. Jill is different.
She's got even more attractive.
So let's see, lost her icon or something.
Since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She
I
doesn't
think
look
she's
to
gay
be
for
honest.
Toya.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever.
Alcazor wanted to see Dion party member too.
Yeah.
But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
We were only Kodamos.
Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
Yeah, to see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him.
You fucked it up
He
immediately.
realized you were missing. He had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Punted me all the way back to the castle.
We'll have unfinished business. What do you say?
Mount Hill. It's not that far.
True. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
Yes.
I'm saying we... What would you do without me, Clive?
Well, I wouldn't be able to fly. That's a problem.
Although I could ask Dion.
Hey, Dion!
What?
I don't know anything about flowers.
Ready, go?
Oh, right there. All right, bye! You're on me for 30 seconds! What the fuck? You calling me for this?
This is the place, but
You think it's easy entertaining Gilgamesh?
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We'll just have to whip one up.
Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. You,
Take a look, it's in a book.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Alright, let's fly all the way back.
Boat guy's just like, for fuck's sake, I've been going back and forth and back and forth.
You might say he's been going forward and back and forward and back and go forward and back, then put one boat forward. Transcendental. Exponential.
So much green. You, flowers, Jill, where? Oh, you're looking for flowers for Jill? That's so sweet. How can you understand him when he's like this? Oh, we're just used to it by now. It happens.
For a place where snow daisies grow.
We get Torgala translate.
Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies.
He gets very talkative when you give him sausages.
Somewhere not too hot and not too cold.
Sausages?
And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both
No,
have
I don't.
certain climes and the
I don't
right
inherently hate sausages. Just whenever your parents make sausages, they're bad.
Yeah,
Maybe we should find better sausages.
maybe, yeah.
Did you learn where we might
Maybe we
find
should
our
get some
flowers?
The
bratwurst.
gardener here mentioned the royal meadows in Sambrak.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew. She mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
I saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform. Who's he here?
Someone on your server who keeps saying they don't get Hololive, and then when they finally just tried a full stream, eventually concluded that they just don't like streamers. I'm just like, you could have just come to my stream and learned that.
How long will it take to repair Cairn Norvent?
That depends, your lordship.
Much of the
Eve says, man, I want someone to run all over the fading world with God's own crystal fortress hanging over our heads, just to surprise me with very specific flowers.
What kind of
Clive
flowers?
is good.
What kind of flowers do you like, Eve?
Fast. Where do we even start?
Curious.
Yotei mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Oh. Fucking Ultima wants to keep us from flowers.
What a cock! Flowers have no place in our world mythos.
You think they are pretty? We have AI that can generate pretty.
Oh my god. Only I get to be pretty. Look at how pretty I am.
If only the world was as beautiful as I am.
With my sunken eyes and my weird head veins. Man. Today was the first time I slept pretty well in like a week, and yet I feel more tired. I don't know what's up with that.
I've had things like that. Teach you to cockblock me.
Maybe some part of my body was just like, wait, what the hell? We get actual sleep now? We need to put more energy into figuring this shit out. Oh no! Everything's blue again! What if Ultima fought the crazy frog? Who would win?
Crazy frog.
But why would he win?
Because he's crazy.
Oh. Would his invisible motorcycle come in handy?
Yes, absolutely.
What if Ultima fought the Hair Bear Bunch? They also have an invisible motorcycle.
Look, brother. You see them?
Date spot secured.
Torgal, dispose of the corpses.
Gav detected. He won't stop you again.
Oh god, Gav looks different.
He had an allergic reaction.
Oh god. we need to get him to Toria quick. Oh no, he's going berserk.
Gav, you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Wait, no, the ice is gonna hurt the flowers. Oh.
Don't be too hard on Gav now. I love how there's just other enemies around, just like, oh, we're not fucking with that.
Just some wolves, and they're like, oh shit, a fight, and nobody brought us.
No, wait, Joshua's taking care of it. Just in the background, just Joshua, just like slowly approaching one of those. You're always punching people in the ass!
Not my fault they get turned around. Ow.
Hey Joshua, you were supposed to take care of that.
Sorry, Clive, the only unarmored part was the ass. I needed you to hit it.
Woof woof! That man just summoned 1,000 hands. I'll stay over here and out of the. Why is the Firebird man approaching? I didn't do anything!
We were just watching!
He had an icon over his head. Shouldn't have done that. Well, time to pick all of these.
It was worth it.
And bring them to Man's Hill.
Beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Bum, 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 bum. Woof.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Don't worry, Sid's dead.
You know what? You're right. Dion, I need you to fly up and disperse the clouds.
You need to go find the weather wizard. And bring him to the lighthouse. But then you need to find the lighthouse keeper first.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
I was thinking, like, should I make that joke or is it too crude?
Sudden, but
And that's where your wife comes in.
Fancy a trip, walks away. Wait, I didn't say yes or no. Wait, Clive!
This is really purple. Look at how purple that is, y'all.
You wanted to show me? I don't know what to say.
you don't need to say anything.
Just kiss me.
The smile on your face is enough. Keep an eye about you.
Oh my god.
Joshua and I.
Don't bring your brother up.
Or try to.
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits.
Instead, I got pneumonia.
In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
My mother would have yelled at you anyway, so that's not my
I had no
fault.
idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like
I
that.
think that's the exact moment she started to fall in love.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Sausages.
He's dreaming about the sausages.
Yeah, sausages with sausages.
Have a side of sausages. And sausage sauce.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did? slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come.
I didn't know it'd be purple, though.
That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Remember that connection for later.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Let's go to space.
I need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have.
I'm going to build you such a big
No
house.
stop at nothing to see that you do.
I'll put 30 pool tables in it. I know the mother-in-law cheat.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
It'll knock you down.
I'll treasure it forever.
Boys don't wear wreaths.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Yeah.
But Marine is your treasure box.
Ha ha!
That's good.
Yeah,
That was a wonderful quest. Yes.
I know, right?
Eve knows what's up.
Good one.
Eve is a good purveyor of the high quality things.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Back
You know everyone can see you, right?
back at the hideout. Gav's just watching off of like a balcony with some binoculars, and he's just like, "Alright, I think they're gonna be on their way back soon." They're like, "How can you tell?" Well, I don't think they're sleeping. I don't think they're sexing anymore. The fireworks in the distance stopped.
Sexing.
They're sexing.
Sexing.
Sexing. And we have Jill.
Sexing.
And we can do the DLC, but we're not going to do that today. Okay. How much more do we want to do?
Once we do go to Origin, like, how long do you think that'll take? Because obviously that's next time, but, like, do we need to, like, pad it out a little so we have, like, a proper length stream?
I don't know. I'll have to, like, take a look and see, like,
Woof.
like, I'll pull up some, like, other streamers who have done that and see how long it takes them
Okay.
to gauge. Because what I'm thinking right now is probably, at least the Torgal quest, which is this one, because Torgal is a good boy.
Waiting for
Yeah.
something, boy.
Then maybe, like, a hunt or two. So we end on an action-y
What
note.
is it?
Yeah.
What do you see out there?
Sausages?
It's water, Clive. There, right there. It's water.
That's where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago.
Sausage lady.
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
It's okay, give me sausage.
Let's get that thing off you.
How about sausage instead?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Yes, thank you. I got that.
Torgal, you can let go of my arm
don't
now.
you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Well, okay.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
I will suplex you off this fucking bridge.
I will suplex you as Ifrit.
It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
And
No,
no one
piss
else.
off.
Not like the rest of you. Go on now.
I'm taking her with me to
To
Ultima.
then, Torgal.
I'm gonna use the throw command. Oh, I guess he's still at the hideout.
Bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-dum, bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-dum-dum.
Torgal.
Woof.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me?
I miss Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Looney Tunes
I'm going
show?
to need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
I liked that one a lot.
I thought Lola was really funny in that.
Yeah, like the common, reaction to people like, oh, they made her a Looney Tune finally.
Back on the rear deck.
Like, it's such a brilliant concept. That it's just like, what if sitcom with Looney Tunes?
Why don't we
Well,
try the
Eve, the
rookery?
thing is, like, where the fuck didn't she bring it up before? You can easily see Clive as a himbo just by looking at him, like,
Almost 20 years.
and yet she waited for fucking years until Clive was finally like,
Mooring is still there.
huh, you have an anklet. And then you finally bring it up, like, what the fuck? Like, the only reason I can think of is that she just wanted to be as spiteful as possible so she could rub his nose in it.
What a bitch. Box! Yeah. Box.
I just want Karen versus Annabella to fight. I think that'd be awesome.
I think Karen wins pretty handily.
Still
Yeah, but, you know,
after all these years.
I feel like that'd be a good conclusion to the Karen arc.
You're a lot
That's what it was all leading up to.
You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
It's called humor, Torgal.
You two go on without us.
We'll be waiting here.
Thank you. We won't be long.
They had to just add that for if you did those other quests first.
As opposed to just not having them show up and nobody would have questioned it.
I mean, I guess if you just got them back in a party, you'd be like, where the fuck are they?
Yeah.
It's so funny that they showed up just to be like, by the way, we're not in this quest.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Then they just run into one of those weird, like, abandoned places YouTubers.
Race you there. I bet I could still beat you.
Clive had a treehouse. That is so cool.
This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Even back then, I could teleport up. Yes, and so could Jill. Never did figure out why she didn't just climb the ladder.
Damn translocation.
Aww. Tiny
Coming
puppy.
here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son his mother could love.
Well, she can't love anyone. That's not your fault.
Thirsting. Perhaps.
Even the look on Torgal's face was like, look, you gotta get over it. That woman was a lost cause.
This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Don't bark directly into my face.
I can smell the sausages.
Thank you.
But also, that shit's loud, man.
Yeah. What a good
For
dog.
never giving up. For never forgetting.
Aww. Aww.
Such a good dog.
Yeah.
Let's take this with us, shall we?
Torgal just did the entire Flowers for Jill questline for Clive, but he did it by himself with no help. This has proved that Torgal is the brains of this duo. He did it all for the sausages.
Yeah.
Woof.
Such a good doggy.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
I don't care.
All right. I'm coming.
There's a cliff and I'm gonna push you off of it.
I think I know where we're going.
I'm gonna finish what you started back at that bridge.
Jesus.
You led into that, like.
Another dog answers back and he's like, Torgal, do you have a girlfriend?
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow.
Our scars remind us that the past is real.
Let's go home.
You made me fight a Morble, Clive. You know my nose is 1,000 times more sensitive than yours. That's why I'm pushing you off this cliff. I should have had you read that. It would have been funnier. Oh, hey.
Sorry. The wait. We're ready.
Say something, guys.
She's thinking real hard. Give her a moment, alright? She's an introvert.
Thinking. Hi. Alright. Let's go see if we have a fancy
It's like-
schmancy.
Did you know Final Fantasy II was Final Fantasy IV in Japan? Jill, it hasn't been like that for decades. It's FF4 everywhere now.
What level is this?
I do have one question about Barnabas. If his sword could truly cut anything, couldn't he have cut Ultima? He didn't want to cut Ultima. He was loyal to Ultima. He wanted to end all the shit.
Yeah. 45. Okay, we can do this one. West Velcroy. Alright.
It's like being like, if Hitler's advisors could all use guns, why didn't they shoot Hitler?
Let's just stock up on some potions.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Do you think one of the first things people will mod into the PC version is her shutting the hell up?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, right after the porn. Do you think someone's gonna try to make a mod that takes out all the woke things?
Yeah, you turn like there's a button on the menu to take out all the woke things, and then you press it, and the game turns off.
Now, of course, we have Odin's sword now, but you know we did indeed cut Ultima with it a lot. So yes.
We're gonna cut him some more.
What?
We're gonna cut into his plans.
Boom, pa pa pum 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 pa pa pum pum.
There's the bastard. Alright, who is ready for some FF14 references? Gorgamera.
Clive Rossfield versus Adel Kristen. Battle of the Himbos.
Is this like a martial battle or like just himboism battle?
Either or.
Okay, well in terms of himboism, Adel wins because he still hasn't gotten laid, to my knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna be really mad if this Chimera doesn't use the voice moves, because I fought a Chimera off stream and it used the FF14 voice moves, and I was like, I kind of wish that one was on stream.
One damage. So does having them all in a party actually make this measurably easier, or?
I would imagine probably, because they are doing damage. Most of its attacks are going to be directed at us regardless, though. Ow. Oh, there it is! Working exactly as it does in FF14.
the dragon's voice. Hey, hello, I'm a dragon.
I'm a dragon, bitch!
State your wish.
Oh, hey, boss. How's it going? We finally wiping these people out.
Bigger green out.
Wait. It's two in one stagger. I want to see what happens. Oh shit! Okay.
You're really giving that thing what for, huh?
Yeah.
Whoop. Whoop. Delta Force.
Finish him! Yeah! Huzzah!
Should have picked on someone your own size.
What? You literally just like showed up to fight this thing.
Yeah. Alright, well... I thought that would take longer. I guess, let's hit one more up.
Where's the hunt?
Okay. Between these two, which one?
Eve says, I ended up going down a rabbit hole of weird DBZ dubs because of Rosie. I don't even particularly have an interest in DBZ, but I need to share with you the English dub of Vegeta done by some Malaysian studio. Oh, I've seen that. And also the bizarre dub from another studio of an android sounding like an American redneck slamming Trunks for his $30 haircut. Oh yeah, no, that's a really weird one. That's from an obscure studio called Funimation. They're in Texas.
You know what? We decided we could do an extra long stream. I am going to try and take a crack at the highest level hunt.
Yeah, the thing about Funimation's treatment of DBZ is, it's bad. But sometimes in a really funny way.
Still alive, are ya? Go on, then. It'd better all be here.
Upgrade anything I got?
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be? Anything else?
Like, you gotta remember that Funimation was some, like, no-name company that got the rights to Dragon Ball because, literally, the CEO's uncle worked for Toei.
Look where it got us!
And so you ended up with a lot of weird scripting choices and voice decisions and weird crapola. And a lot of people blamed Saban because Funimation teamed up with them because they actually, you know, had experience with anything.
Yeah.
But that's not really fair because a lot of the people making the stupid decisions were working for Funimation. I think the only thing Saban really did wrong was, like, you know, the crazy level of censorship that they mandated because of the channels they wanted to sell it to, I think.
You know.
Which is how you got, like, insane crap like the Next Dimension, or, like, I Can See Their Parachutes, because they had to somehow write around the incredible amount of death in that show. So that was very silly, but after those 2 seasons, Saban bailed, and Funimation had no money, so they didn't want to keep paying the Ocean actors. I think it was also said that, like, the director, Barry Watson, didn't want to keep flying to Canada constantly. So they decided to just get some local Texas actors and just do it all themselves, and it was very bad, because they got a bunch of people, like, actors with, like, barely any experience to do impressions of the old voices, which were already weird, because, like, those actors were generally good actors. It's just that, you know, they ended up doing weird voices or having to say stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then now you have, like, these inexperienced people having to, like, imitate the already weird cartooniness without any of the experience. But DBZ was just so powerful that I guess it just worked out, and then a lot of those actors ended up just getting a lot better as they went along and being in every fucking Funimation show, like Chris Sabat. Weirdly enough, not Sean Chemmel, because he went to New York and then he was just in some 4Kids shows, and then I don't think there's anything that people are like, oh, that's Sean Chemmel's other big role. It's like, oh yeah, he was like random people in Pokemon.
It was Goku and nobody else.
He was Black Doom, wasn't he, in Shadow the Hedgehog?
I think so. Yeah.
You're late, Shadow. Oh, I can't do that. Oh no, I'm out of water. You want me to leave the room and get more water? It's the end of the stream. I'll do it after, I promise. Yeah, it's really funny how many people just, like, got their start because Funimation was just like, we'll do it all ourselves! Even if it's not good.
What is it? We don't know yet.
Like, you know, when they had to get someone to play Kid Trunks, they got this up and coming actress called Laura Bailey. You might have heard of her. I actually, the other day I was actually wondering, like, what Funimation's other, like, really early stuff was, because I don't think they started doing other shows until after, like, DBZ hit it big on Cartoon Network and they were doing that themselves, and then, you know, we're probably like, oh, we have some money now. Because, like, the other stuff I think of from, like, the earlier days is already, like, Yu Yu Hakusho, which, like, is not a perfect dub, but, like...
Kuwabara is perfect, though. Like, right out of the gate, 10 out of 10, perfect, no notes.
No, I'm not sure about Kuwabara's, like, voice. I'm not sure about, like, you're missing. But, like, the scripting just, like, understands the vibe of the show real well. Like, it's not like a really close translation, and, you know, I'm sure people nowadays would, like, shit about it, but it just gets, like, the snotty vibe of Yusuke and everyone else real well, and it's just real good stuff, and the emotional moments get done really well, and they didn't, like, fucking replace the music or any of that bullshit. Like, that only ever happened with DBZ and GT. That's the only time they ever replaced music. Full Metal Alchemist was a good dub, but we can't talk about that anymore. But it just makes me wonder, like, what is other, like, early stuff that, you know... Were there other shows where they were still learning how to do this crap? Because... they've just never consistently done Dragon Ball right, I think.
Nope.
Like, even when Kai gave them a great opportunity, they kind of just...
fucked it up.
Yeah. They only went, like, halfway with, like, oh, we're gonna, like, redo the terminology, and then just kind of gave up on that, and then for some reason Eric Vale sounds like 100 times worse than he did in the original version, and I don't know.
You.
But I vaguely remember going to like Funimation.com in like 2001 or something, and there just being like banner ads for like other stuff that they were releasing or that like Pioneer was releasing. Because I remember like Lupin the Third, which was not Funimation. I think some of my favorite dubbed DBZs, like the first 3 movies, as done by Pioneer, because they had the Ocean actors, but it was like an uncut script and like better direction and. Like Scott McNeil is just the best Piccolo. But also, I like the Ocean Goku actors more than Sean Schemmel, to be honest. Like, let us not forget that one of Ocean's Goku actors is also Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Fuck. Fucked up big time.
There you go. You unfucked up.
No, because I don't have the lightning rod down.
Oh.
This is going to charge up a lot less than normal and also do a lot less damage than normal.
Well, at least you've got Jill.
Yeah. Damn it, Clyde! Out of potions.
Yeah, but you got high potions.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I love how it's just immediately dead quiet, just Clive going, ah!
Oh yeah, he's dead. You can't hear. You can't hear if you're dead. Okay. Round 2. I don't get that shit.
Balls.
Balls of fire.
Like, Funimation had some pretty hokey writing right into the Boo Saga, like, going just like, hey Piccolo, do you still have the Dragon Raider? And Piccolo's just like, yes, but I think I left it in my other pants pocket. Only, it doesn't make a bit of difference, guys. The balls are inert. Yeah! That's how you do it.
He's right down there.
This is gonna take a while, huh?
Oh yeah. Ugh.
I feel like anything I say right now is just gonna like mess up your concentration, so...
That's okay. I can screw myself up quite well, thank you very much.
More balls! More balls! Not more balls, though.
Hoping animals. Oh god, oh god.
So Ultima wants to get rid of humanity, but is he also going to get rid of all the animals? Like, is he going to keep Morbles around?
I don't know. I mean, presumably he's just gonna kill everything and then start fresh.
And he just finds out that everything keeps evolving into crabs.
Oh, fuck you, Svarog.
Who do you think you are? Like a big dragon, motherfucker?
How does that just never work?
Because if he's spinning, but you're not spinning.
Like that. Like that one bit.
Zip!
Oh, we are doing better than last time, I think.
I love that when, like, the camera makes it so that the full life bar can't show up and it has to go tiny just as boss. Keeps doing the Nier Automata thing to you.
Yeah. Well, they did have Platinum working on this.
Did they actually? I thought they just, like, hired a guy who worked on DMC.
I think Platinum might have, like, actually contributed to, like, some fights.
Can't have been too much. This game's good. Hey!
Alright, I didn't get the counter, but I didn't, like, take the hit either, so I'm gonna call that a win.
Meanwhile, Jill's just stalking about. Any second now, I'll get that dragon. Red Dawn?
Wolverines! It's okay, Jill, I got it. So it's just like, that's a nice power, where did you get it? I don't like that.
Oh, jeez. That reminds me of how the other day I beat Rayman 2 PS1. The final boss is different. It just turns into Space Harrier. But, like, you can't just, like, shoot him. You have to wait for him to, like, you know, do things to you. And then, like, first he just sends the bombs that you can shoot back, but then he does these homing missiles, so you gotta, like, dodge him, and then they come back around, and then you gotta, like, you know, go out of their way just so you go in. And at first when you figure it out, you're like, oh, I got this now, I can do this. But then, eventually, he starts, like, before the homing missile actually, like, gets to him, he's already doing his next thing again. Which is pretty hard to dodge, so... It's like combining the existing attacks can be so treacherous in games.
Oh, man, and this game loves that.
Do you ever fight full-on Icon, Ramu, or Shiva in this game, just as data fights even?
Nope. The Ty... Is it Typhon or Ultros they call the weird thing?
Typhon.
Typhon, right.
If it was Ultros, no one would be able to take it seriously.
Yeah. The Typhon fight in this game is like the substitute for like not fighting actual Ramu, so...
Besides, Ultros would just want to fight Jill.
Yeah.
And Mid.
Yep.
And Vivian, and Victoria, and Benedicta, yeah. Who else?
The Dame.
Yeah, the Dame.
The Dame would probably just be like, okay, it costs this much, and he's just like, oh, that's no fun!
Can you at least wriggle about a bit?
What are you doing?
Eve says, become as dogs, I mean gods. What's the difference? We both got sausages. Hey, Clive, can I have dragon sausage?
In a minute, Torgal! Ow.
Don't fuck this up.
Yeah!
Woo! Alright, there we go.
Yep. How's that for a finale to the stream? Woo!
God damn, 25,000 experience.
Fuck yeah, I am now a higher level than I was the first time I beat the game.
Good lord.
Fallen Enigma.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Bitch. It's gone!
Torgal? You really went to town on that thing, huh?
Get it, boy.
Yeah.
Thought he'd be full after eating that whole dragon.
Right? Okay.
What a good dog.
Yeah. Okay. I will take a look, I suppose, and see which side quests to do on stream. I know we got like the big ones, obviously. There's one I wouldn't mind showing on stream because it ends with Uncle Byron, his friend he was bickering with in that one cutscene, and Quentin in a room together talking.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I want people to see that.
Going purse weighing you down.
Largely because like Quentin is just standing off to the side and be like, well, like this, and like it's just like, yeah, these people are clowns. You can get away with that. It's a quest pertaining to Dion. I think this one I want to show off on stream too because it's another like, yes, this is true sort of thing. One of these is about mid, so I might skip that one. I'm gonna skip the remainder, like, city quests. We haven't really been dealing with that one. Except for this one! This is the one I think we would want to show off, maybe.
Alright.
So the writing is completely at odds with the rest of the game. Yeah. I'm hoping we can finish it all in one go. Otherwise, I might, pare some of it down and call it a day.
You figure that out.
Yeah, should we also show off Gavs?
Well, we do like Gav, don't we? Chat, what do you think?
Chat likes Gav, I know what they're about.
Ukazor wants to see Gav.
Yeah, Gav. Because that's also going to follow up on the pregnant woman, actually. So yeah. This game's great. I hope everybody's like been enjoying watching us play this game. I've been having a blast playing with it. At some point, if we're bored, maybe I'll like show off the DLC because like, fuck, that last fight is just absolutely nutty, as you would expect from fucking Omega.
But do we get a follow up on Bernard?
Who's Bernard?
The latter?
Ah, maybe. Yeah. Good.
All right. That will be all for now. So thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. Don't forget to tell all your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here. Blue Sky is open to the public, so you can do that. Follow all the VTubers you want. We'll be back tomorrow with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This time Noth is going to get a turn, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, is it because the place you hate?
No, it's because I don't know where to go.
Ah, Nodohodo.
And, I might do an extra stream. I gotta figure this out. I want to try out daytime streams, so, I'm actually gonna post a stream schedule tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. You can, of course, find that on these things that you should be following me on. So, Rosie rolling out!
Bye-bye.
Yay!
I hope we made some people smile today.
I'm sure we did.